You're thinking desert. You're imagining heat so brutal it could melt your shoes into the ground. Sand so hot you could cook breakfast on it. But here's the thing that breaks your brain. That same desert, by night, it's freezing. Like, actually freezing. Water turns to ice, freezing. The same spot that cooked you 6 hours ago now wants to turn you into a popsicle. How does that even work? How can one place be an oven and a freezer in the same 24 hours? Welcome to one of nature's weirdest temperature tricks. This is the mystery of the frozen desert. And the physics behind it? Absolutely wild. First, let's destroy a myth. Deserts aren't defined by heat. They're defined by dryness. A desert is any place that gets less than 10 inches of rain per year. Greenland? Desert. The Sahara? Obviously. Desert. The common thread isn't temperature, it's moisture, or the total lack of it. And here's your first clue. Moisture is incredible at storing heat. When there's no moisture, temperatures go absolutely bonkers. That's why deserts swing from extreme heat to extreme cold. Let's break down both sides of this thermal roller coaster. During the day, deserts become solar ovens. There are no clouds to filter the sunlight. No humidity to scatter the energy. Just pure, unfiltered solar radiation hammering straight into the sand. And sand is terrible at holding onto heat. It heats up crazy fast, but stores almost nothing. Surface temperatures can hit 120 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. You could literally fry food on the ground. Your shoes? They'd become part of the landscape. The air shimmers because heat is literally bending light. For 12 hours, the sun is the absolute king. But then, something shifts. The moment the sun sets, the party's over. Remember how sand doesn't store heat? Now it's working backwards. All that energy it absorbed? It's escaping fast. There's nothing to trap it. No water vapor, no clouds. The warmth just leaks into the void of space. This is called radiative cooling, and in deserts, it happens with brutal speed. Temperatures can plunge 40 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit in just a few hours. You go from t-shirt weather to winter jacket weather without changing location. In high-altitude deserts like the Atacama, frost can form on your sleeping bag. So where does all that heat go? Into the endless void. Forever. Every night, Earth sends heat back into space as infrared radiation. In most places, clouds and moisture act like a thermal blanket. But deserts? No blanket. Just goodbye. Let's get specific. Not all deserts freeze equally. The Sahara. Daytime temps hit 49 degrees Celsius, but nights can drop to 10 degrees Celsius or colder in winter. The Atacama. Because it's so high and dry, nights regularly go below freezing. The Mojave. You're sweating at sunset, shivering by midnight. The drier and more exposed the desert, the wilder the temperature swing. Zero humidity equals maximum chaos. Desert animals are thermal geniuses. Jerboas dig burrows that stay warm overnight and only come out after dark. Sidewinder snakes curl beneath the sand like it's a heated blanket. Scorpions slow their entire metabolism to conserve every bit of warmth. Even beetles have evolved body shapes that reduce heat loss. Desert foxes use their massive ears as cooling radiators by day, then tuck into dens at night to trap body heat. Every species has a trick, because out here, you adapt or you die. Now imagine you're a plant. You can't move, you can't hide. You're just stuck there forever. So desert plants, like cacti, store water in thick, squishy tissues. That water acts as a thermal battery, absorbing heat by day and slowly releasing it at night. It's like having a built-in hot water bottle, except it's full of cactus juice. Some plants have waxy coatings that trap moisture and heat. Others grow tiny hairs, yes, plant body hair, that create a thin, insulating air layer. It's like wearing a microscopic puffer jacket. It's not much, but when temperatures drop to freezing, every fiber counts. Humans figured this out thousands of years ago. Nomadic tribes built tents with thick insulating materials like wool. Adobe houses absorb heat during the day and release it slowly after sunset. Desert clothing is all about layers, light for day, warm for night. Today, architects in cities like Dubai still use these ancient principles. Thermal mass materials, reflective coatings, smart insulation. We've even developed temperature-sensitive windows that adjust automatically. Technology mimicking strategies nature invented millions of years ago. Here's where it gets cosmic. Mars is basically one giant desert. Daytime highs, around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Nighttime lows, -100 degrees Fahrenheit. No atmosphere, no moisture, no thermal blanket. Sound familiar? Scientists study Earth's deserts, especially the Atacama, as training grounds for Mars. NASA even tests rovers in desert regions to simulate Martian nights. Future Mars explorers will face an environment even harsher than the Sahara. So that weird temperature crash you feel in the desert? Consider it training for space exploration. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Climate change is messing with the desert's cold nights. Greenhouse gases are trapping more heat in the atmosphere. Places that used to cool dramatically at night are now holding on to warmth. This sounds nice, but it's devastating. Some desert plants need cold nights to trigger flowering. Some animals need it for reproduction cycles. The desert isn't just hot and dry, it's precisely calibrated. And we're nudging the thermostat. Add urban sprawl and artificial lighting, and you get the urban heat island effect. Even places that should go dark and cold cling to heat longer. Deserts are warming day and night. But losing that chilling contrast may be more disruptive than we expect. If you've ever camped in a desert, you know the night brings a silence so deep it's almost loud. But listen carefully. You'll hear nocturnal creatures emerging. The distant howl of a coyote. The sudden rush of wind sweeping over dunes. The temperature drop transforms not just the air, but the entire mood. The desert isn't dead at night. It just whispers. The desert sky, free from light pollution, becomes a theater of galaxies. Cold night, warm stars. Deserts are like cosmic mood rings. Then give it all away by night. They absorb everything the sun gives. Every day is fire, every night is ice. But beneath the extremes, there's balance, a delicate, ancient rhythm. The kind of rhythm that lets life exist in the unlikeliest of places. If we pay attention, deserts teach us more than physics. They teach resilience, adaptation, and beauty within harshness. So if you ever visit a desert, bring sunscreen and a blanket. And bring a bit of awe for a place that survives by being everything all at once. When the sun goes down, the desert isn't empty. It's alive, in a quieter, colder, but equally extraordinary way. If this video made you see deserts differently, hit that subscribe button. Because physics is everywhere, even in places that freeze you after cooking you. Welcome to the strange, beautiful physics of the desert.